Hey guys, this is the Baron back again, and I haven't posted a Battlefield concept in a very long time. Even since Battlefield 4 I haven't done anything. I've been coming up with some rather basic concepts that the upcoming Battlefield 1 expansions could include, but I'm not really gonna sit here and talk about what they might be and stuff like that. There are hundreds of speculation videos out there that you can watch and are frankly, quite boring. But no, in this video I want to build on the things that I would like to see with not just Battlefield 1 but any future Battlefield games we might see. As we all should know by now that wars are fought based on territory, and ultimately the goal is to stop enemy forces at the source. In World War I, that was the basis of war. All countries were fighting to defend or invade another country. Battlefield captures these types of real life moments so realistically, even when it comes to game modes and gameplay, and it's generally the basis of the game, capture and hold the points. Now the Frontlines game mode is a very important introduction to Battlefield 1, where players fight to capture and hold one single point on the map, and teams push or defend in accordance with how well their team is doing. That is how most battles played out in World War I and World War II, some holdouts even lasting, numerous months or even close to years. It's a great game mode that really captures what it could possibly be like living and fighting in those trenches. Using these types of game modes, there are great avenues to explore further in making Battlefield 1 a more intense team-based experience. So why don't we create a game mode where teamwork is pushed even further? My idea is based on this. I would love to see a co-op based horde type game mode. Integrating AI components in a team objective online game would be a refreshing sight to see in Battlefield 1. The idea revolves around a basic co-op style gameplay, except with a twist of having no player opponents. These team sizes would remain the same, maybe 16 or 24 size teams, all fighting against AI soldiers and completing objectives. Like trench warfare in World War I and World War II, the goal would be to defend your position no matter how many enemies try to break your lines. Waves of enemies would try to rush your position, and you and your team will have to take charge and try to defend them as best as possible. As waves go by, the difficulty of the waves and the number of enemies would of course increase, leaving you and your team relentlessly trying to defend them off. Soldier class would remain the same, and kits would still be dropped to assist you in a fight. In addition, players would also have access to artillery and air raids, which is set on a cooldown. They just have to be used wisely. Teamwork is essential for gameplay. If one area is coming under heavy fire, you as a team must redirect your fire to make sure any points on the line don't get breached. Like you, the other enemy team will also have classes and will be distinguished like any other multiplayer game. They too will also have kits such as flamethrowers, etc, etc, etc. And what's more, they will have tanks and fire support of their own, so spreading the classes out evenly throughout your team to handle each enemy is essential. In addition to defending, certain objectives will arise at random times. For instance, stepping into no man's land to defuse bombs or pick up equipment will play a part of gameplay. They can be optional, but completing them will grant you a number of benefits in terms of cooldowns on fire support. Classes can also be changed mid-game with ammo crates in nearby trenches, however away from the battle, so it's a distance penalty, so players must choose wisely when to go. Lives are unlimited, however respawn timers are much longer than usual. I'm not too sure how long I would make them, but maybe in the 20 to 30 second time frame, which is a very long time, especially if you're playing wave-based gameplay, if your team is continually dying also. So having medics is also another essential part of keeping your team alive. The maps themselves will be quite large, similar to trench-based maps in Battlefield 1, however much wider. This allows for quite challenging gameplay and defining tactics. Overall, the gameplay is like Frontlines, except players are not able to push ahead, rather defend one area as best as possible. If too many enemy soldiers cross the line, the game is lost, and the number of waves completed is your team's final score. The more enemies you kill, the more damage you do, obviously put you on top of the scoreboard, so you can see who helped out the most and who didn't help at all. There are a few other minor things I thought of to do with this concept game mode, but it's really pretty basic when it comes to a wave-based survival gameplay, just like any other. There is one small difference with this gameplay as opposed to any other wave-based game, is that there are very few games that have a survival mode that will be on a scale like this. And I think it'd be such an amazing thing if the Battlefield franchise did this first, and is either on Battlefield 1 or future Battlefields to come. So for those of you wondering about the gameplay, did quite well this game. My teammates were really doing their jobs and actually listening to squad orders and stuff. I finished with about 38-12 kill death ratio, and my highlights were also the best out of almost everything. So dog tags taking, score per minute, kills, KD ratio, and just everything was just a really good game. That's it guys. If you've got anything you want to add or remove from my idea, just voice them below. If you like this video and you want to see more of not only Battlefield concepts but any other games, just comment, like and subscribe. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.